Hey everyone, thanks for visiting my channel. My name is Chris Murphy. This channel is all about empowering agents to master their craft and become better leaders. So we're kicking it off with a 30-day challenge and we're in day 7 of that. And so we're going to go over the numbers, but I want you to stay tuned to the end because I got a quick little trick for you and you might really like it. So let's do the numbers today. So today we got on the phones. I had 179 dials. I had 11 people pick up, and I had 71 minutes of talk times. No quotes, no apps. It was very talked to one lady, but after chatting with her, we realized that she really doesn't want insurance. Thing I'm noticing, and something we already talked about, was the speed for lead, right? Yeah. So the reason why I'm having like a really high contact rate and I'm not getting into a lot of presentations. Well, there's two things happening. Um, One I caused, and one is just the way it is. So I started my own Facebook campaign. So I'm creating my own leads off of my Facebook page. There's a learning phase that goes through that. And just like anybody else that does something new, or you start a business, or you create something, typically takes money that you have to put into it before you can get back, right? So that's what's happening to me. And if you're like, well, Chris, why would you spend money up front and know like it's not going to work right away? Well, think about it this way. When you start looking at the average cost of leads out there, they're about, let's just say, give or take, about $20. Just say that you need about 100 and 120 leads to have a decent, like, to get to the level where you're going to submit $20 to $40,000. You need about 100, 120 leads a week. So if you spend $20 a lead, do the math, you're looking at $2,000 a week. That's roughly about $8,000 a month. That's just in lead cost. Okay, so let's say you could get that $20 lead, same thing, down to $7. So that's a $13 difference, right? Now, over the course of a long year, maybe not right up front, but over a long time period, you can see the value. So let's just say it takes me $5,000 of my own money to get the lead thing working correctly. All right, so I'm out 5,000, but now I'm only paying $7 a lead. My lead cost, let's say 100, make it easy, is 700, not 2,000, right? So that's $1,300, a week that I'm going to be saving on, my cost by creating my own leads. Over a year or 2 years or lifetime, the amount of money that I'm going to save, or the more profit I'll have in my return. So that's why I'm creating my own leads, but it takes a while. So right now, Facebook is going through the learning phases and state phases. And, I just hit a pocket of a bunch of really old people, like 80 to, 90. And so it's not the same quality that I'm getting it to, but we're going to get there. So I've got that going on. And then I've also got the simple fact that I sat by. I mean, I did buy some Kaboom leads when I first started, but you know what I didn't do? You already know, right? So those Kaboom leads, all the people I've talked to, they've already been sold, because those people are really serious on getting some insurance because of the quality of the lead. They've spent a lot of time and money developing their lead system. Cody Askins has way more money than Chris Murphy. So yeah, they can do it faster at a more rapid pace. So that's kind of some of the reasons why I'm actually, because I went back and I listened to my calls, and I feel like I was pretty strong on the 30 seconds, objection, comfortability in the introduction. And I really think those are the two things that are hindering me right now. So you're like, okay, I'm at $80 a day in lead costs right now for generating. So what do I got to do? Well, I got to do two things. One, I got to see if there's any other tweaks we can make with my lead account. So I have an appointment with the person that's managing that, and we're going to go over some things with that. And two, I got to bump up my lead costs. Back in the day when I was in the field, long time ago, I got in a little bit of a hole in 1 month. I was actually kind of down and out. and I was able to regroup myself. I think I was like $3,400 in lead debt. If anybody knows of like what an LOA company, they kind of like finance your leads up front. And so what I did there is what most people are afraid to do is you have to buy more leads. You have to invest more money. So I'm at that point now where it's like, okay, Chris, you need to have conversations with people. And the only way to get conversations with people, you got it. So I'm going to have to invest a little bit of extra money right now. So therefore I can get more leads coming to me or more people that I can call. So I'm hoping that kind of makes sense and why you're seeing the difference in the amount of people that are picking up to the amount of people I'm actually having conversations with. Now, some of these people, it might not even be who the phone is, and they're not telling me, and they're just hanging up because I say, "Hey, John," and their name's Ralph, and they just hang up. So again, we're weeding through all of that, but this is what happens when you start and you're going to do things, and it really makes it harder when you start and then you do nothing. I've been doing this 3-4 weeks ago, right? Right. You know. Today, really, I just spent time, on the phone and engaging in Facebook, adding some friends, looking at posts, getting the other social media stuff on my phone. Therefore, that, when I post an Instagram video, it can go straight to Facebook Reels. And really just setting up the different things to make it easy. So I have to be real with you. Always wanted to do YouTube and content, but really never knew how or knew what to do right. Always thought it was too hard. Thought those people were special. They knew more or, better technology. But it's all actually in your mind. I've really made it up that I don't think it's that hard. You can make a post either on Facebook or Reels or Instagram or a YouTube video. You can really do it every single day. Doesn't have to be a ton, it doesn't have to be a long video, but I mean, just a quick little engagement like today on Facebook where I put a little quote out there that I liked, and boom, that's it. Just constantly staying out there so people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. And that's really it. And as we continue this journey, that's what we're going to do. We're going to tell people who we are, what we do, and how we can help them, and eventually more and more people, and it will grow. So that's the main thing. All right, so now we're on today's trick. I know this is probably what you've been waiting for. Now, this is pretty awesome for those that are just learning, getting into it, or vets that have been doing it a while and struggling. You should be recording your calls. If you're not, you need to get some type of CRM or software that allows you to record your calls. Now, we all raise your hand. I know you have. If you've ever got off the phone and said, "Oh my God, why didn't I say this?" Or, "Oh, I should have said that." Or, "Idiot, why did you do that?" Right? Does that happen to you? It's happened to me. And you're like, cool. Well, here's a trick on how you can get better at that is go to your recording call and listen to it, and then listen to what you said that you didn't like. Then go back and rewind it. And then right at the part where you wanted to change, have the call going, and then as the saying that you said that you didn't like, and now the word track or what you wanted to say, actually say that over the recording. So as the recording's going, and then you speak and say exactly that. So it kind of does a couple things to you. First, it allows you to verbally say it, so therefore you get used to hearing it and used to saying it. Second, it's actually flowing in the script. So now it's along with your script and you're just replacing it. So your brain will know next time to replace it. So it's kind of like a little trick to help you get better, but also to help you see the flow of it and, actually doing it. So try that little trick. Take your recording, go back and listen to it, right where the part of what you said you didn't like or you wanted to change, and actually say that as the recording's going on, but say it in the new thing. And then see how it feels, and you'll get better at objections. You'll get better at your craft and your script. So that's a great way for you to get better at your script, and your craft. So I hope this video was helpful for you and you like that trick or little tip. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, write some comments. Let me know what you all think. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.